Oh, wait, I want to talk about the soundtrack.
Oh, yes, you did want to talk about that.
Yeah, the Twilight soundtrack as a teenager.
Hi and welcome to Love at First Plot, a podcast for all romance books. Whether you're into enemies to lovers, second chances, or forbidden flings, we've got your next book boyfriend lined up. I'm Jess.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Lynn.
And this episode we've officially called Twilight Breaking Down Part 1, where we get to yap about Twilight. So, as you know, Twilight is doing their 20-year anniversary, or I think it actually already happened. I think it was late September. So, to jump on this, we thought maybe it's a great time for us to reread Twilight and for us to have a little yap.
It's also, okay, we're in Australia. It's not Hoa Hoa season here, but it's basically Hoa Hoa season. If you know, you know. It's October. It's getting to Halloween. If we were in America, it definitely would be Hoa Hoa season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Hannah's got the orange blanket. We're there. So we're really just mostly going to be breaking down the book today in this episode, but we want to delve into the book craze a little bit, about how the movie is such a chaotic mess and it's still going strong somehow. Like, guys, it even got into JJ's at one point.
Yes.
Do you remember?
I was going to bring that up. No. It's back. It's back.
Does JJ still exist?
Yes, it does. I walked past a JJ's and I kid you not, the mannequin at the front of the store had the Twilight t-shirt with Bella and Jacob. Like, it was on display.
I like that it shows Bella and Jacob.
Yeah.
Was it Jacob?
Was it
Or
Edward?
No, it was Edward.
Oh,
I just said names.
sorry.
I reckon they just reused the stuff that they used.
Probably
when it
there's
first
stuff
came
they
out.
couldn't sell.
But it's back. Like, it's on display.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
wild.
that.
It's wild. And I mean, that being said, guys, I don't really have a fun fact. I know you guys popped that in there.
I put in that.
But I did see, because I was looking at event cinemas the other day, like what's coming out, what's worth watching. There is the Twilight Marathon there, and that's got all 5. It's 5 movies, isn't it?
There's 5
Yeah,
movies.
there's
'Cause yeah. And do you know how long it is to marathon all of them? 10 and a half hours.
That is a fun fact, Jess.
10 and a half hours.
You know what? That's kind of like a full day of work.
Yeah. Oh, the old work is really long.
But it's
that's a full day of work for
Twilight.
me.
Well, to be fair, like, hey, to the lead up to this episode, I rewatched the first 3 movies.
3?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I was into it. I was hoing away.
Okay.
You
You're
Guys, I watched the movie last night. I was up until 2 a.m.
Yeah, well,
I only got halfway.
no, guys, because the second movie gets really good because, like, Jacob
Yeah, I
is always
know.
shirtless.
Also, can we talk about the special edition? So, like, because of the 20th anniversary, basically Twilight did like a whole redo of their books. They've got like one standard special edition.
Yep.
They've got a box set special edition, and then they did like a real special
Yeah.
book for Twilight.
Yeah.
I tried
And
looking for it.
You
It
can't
was
find
really
it.
pretty.
I was at QBD and they didn't have it.
Romancing the Novel probably has it.
know,
I think
they
I
do.
saw.
I think it's on
Yeah.
their story.
If you haven't seen this book though, you should check out, I think it's the Hachette's Instagram. They've got the book and it's like the most beautiful theme, but the sprayed edges are literally like you can, I don't
It's
know
like
how to
holographic.
explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On one side, if you tilt it one way, you see Bella. If you tilt it the other way, you see Edward.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
it's
almost
pretty
like you
cool.
have to bend it a little bit
Yeah.
too. It's really cool. It kind of makes me want to buy it,
do they
except
do
that I
that?
reread it. I reread it and I'm like, I don't know if I need to buy it.
I don't. Yeah. I would want it though. It does look really pretty.
It's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
It's a collector's thing, I
Yeah.
think. Okay, so to do a quick book recap, if you haven't read Twilight recently or you never read the book,
If you've lived under a rock.
I'm going to spoil it all for you for the sake of this episode. So there's a little vampire emoji, first of all.
If that's not ChatGPT, I don't know what is.
It's ChatGPT because I'm telling you, I had my notes of the recap after I read it, but like it's really just Hannah language and it's not really eloquent at all. So Bella Swan, a shy and introspective teen, moves from sunny Phoenix to the rainy town of Forks, Washington, to live with her dad. At her new high school, she meets the mysterious and impossibly beautiful Edward Cullen, who turns out to be a vampire. The book follows their blossoming teen dream romance and the perils of dating a vampire.
I mean, it's pretty.
You know what? Though, as a teenager, I can see why I was so obsessed with
Same.
this series because
same.
this hooked me as a teenager.
I kind of want to read my recap.
Can you read it?
It's so funny. Okay, my Twilight recap, Hannah edition. Bella from Phoenix moves to Forks and goes to school. Tyler and Mike keep hitting on her to go to the dance. Bella wants to go to Seattle, but really just wants to hang out with Edward. Jessica is her boring human friend. They go to Seattle or whatever. Guys perv on Bella. Edward gets angry. Bella is sus. Bella guesses Edward is a vampire and she discovers who he is. They do the spider monkey scene, except they don't mention spider monkey. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Spider Monkey is a movie
It's a
thing.
movie thing,
Yeah.
And I was full waiting for it and it's just not.
Yeah.
Bella meets family of vampires and they go play baseball in the storm because they hit the ball so hard it sounds like thunder. Carlisle likes Bella. Alice likes Bella. Rosalie and Emmett are less of Bella fans. Alice and Jasper are close, so Jasper also likes Bella. Esme, ? Alice can see future because I had to just remember because when I was reading, I didn't have their faces to the names and I was just like I was trying to remember who likes Bella and who doesn't. So I had to make
It's
note of that.
fantastic.
Eventually, they all kind of like Bella because she makes Edward smile and feel not lonely.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Playing baseball triggers a wandering group of vamps to pivot and locate them, and a trapper gets a whiff of Bella. The Cullens try and get Bella out of the city, and somewhere the tracker, James, can't find her. James tricks them and convinces Bella to find him by using a recording of Bella's mum posing as a hostage. Bella gets attacked by James and almost dies. Edward and Carlisle come and save her, and Edward sucks out the venom from her hand that was going to turn her into a vampire after James bit her. Edward drinks Bella's blood, but he stops. Bella's recovering in hospital. End scene. So the movie, the book, we don't get the prom scene at the end. We get the hospital scene. And that's
No, we do.
No,
We
they do go to prom.
We do. They go to prom.
You skipped it.
Yeah.
well, end
It was the
scene.
epilogue.
Yeah, maybe I just. Oh, it's the epilogue.
Yeah, it's
no,
the
I did
epilogue.
read it, but I think I ended this.
It was not that exciting.
Yeah, maybe that's why it's not in my recap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my recap was really good.
Yeah, your recap was fantastic.
I remember everything now.
The fact that you were like, this person likes her. This one maybe likes her.
Yeah,
This
don't
one
know where this one
It was
is.
confusing. Like it made sense because I watched the movie after I finished reading the book, and I was like, okay, it makes so much more sense in the movie. But in the book, it was actually kind of hard to keep track of who liked her and who
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of names being thrown around.
Also, there was 3 dudes that were hitting on her at school, I'm pretty sure. It
Yeah.
was Tyler, Mike, and someone else. I forgot that. Eric. All
Eric,
3 of them. And I
yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah. Anyway, we'll jump into it. But do you
Talk
want to
about that
start
later.
with your ratings first?
I think I didn't put it in my rating. I think I gave this 4 stars, and I think I talked about this in a previous episode. I think I actually gave it 4 stars. Why?
That's fair.
Because it's not even bad. It was honestly.
It's not bad.
It's
I
just
don't think
YA.
it's bad.
That's really what it is. It's YA. The plot at the end was a lot more interesting than the plot at the start. I think it was a very slow start.
Yeah.
But the plot at the end, when she starts getting chased by James and they're trying to
Pretty
Yeah.
much
out,
like
it was
after, from like when she meets the family onwards
Yeah.
is when it gets more
Yeah, the
interesting.
start
Yeah.
was very just slice of life, and her life was boring. So it was really just, yeah.
Yeah.
I gave it 3.5 out of 5. And mind you, like when I was in high school, this would have been 5 out of 5. So I do wonder if like my patience is worse
it's
these
just
days.
YA, you're fine. You're just a different target audience now.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not you.
It's true. But there's like so many things too where I wonder like, because obviously when you get older, you're more confident in yourself. Whereas Bella is like so not confident in herself. So I
Yeah.
wonder if younger me was like, I can relate to that.
No, she was annoying as hell.
She was just boring. There was nothing,
so
to
boring.
Nothing to
her.
her.
She's so plain.
I was wondering if there was something about her that made Edward like her so
And
much.
all the
Her
other boys.
blood.
It's literally just the way she smells. And she doesn't even smell like anything interesting. She smells like what?
Flowers.
Jasmine? Like, that's so boring.
I gave it a 3.5
Yeah.
as well. And the 0.5 is purely because it's nostalgic to me. Otherwise, it
Yeah.
would have been a 3. I really struggled. I forced myself to read it in a day because I needed to get
That
it
was a
done.
mistake.
That was a mistake.
But also, I was snacking the whole time to keep engaged. I think I took a nap partway through the book because I was so bored.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I don't like questioning my 4 now because I remember messaging you guys because I think I reread
you read
it
it
first.
first, yeah.
And I was messaging these two. I was like, guys, this book is so unnecessary. It's just Edward and Bella yapping to each
Yeah,
other.
pretty much.
With like unnecessary dialogue. Like,
Yeah.
It was interesting because I feel like there's all this tension at the beginning of like, does he like me? What's going on? What's happening? And then all of a sudden they're in the meadow and he's like, I love you.
Yeah.
But also it wasn't like him outrightly saying, I love you.
Bro,
I can't remember the line that was used,
like,
but it was...
I probably have it highlighted here somewhere.
Oh, I remember. No, because when he says he loves her, he basically just goes, the lion fell in love with the lamb.
Yeah.
That was him
and so
saying,
the
I
lion
love
fell
you.
in love with the lamb.
And I was like, that's a confession?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a highly contested quote.
Well, her moment of realization is like, first, Edward, when she like realizes that he's a vampire, she's like, first, Edward was a vampire. Second, there was a part of him and I didn't know how potent that part might be that thirsted for my blood. And third, I was unconditionally and irrevocably
Yeah.
in love with him.
The way I read, I'm like, as a teenager, I get it. But as an adult, I don't get it.
I've got like a whole bunch more scenes
You know what
highlighted.
Can I sidetrack? You know what that's giving? That whole sequence of like, there's three things about it. There were three things about, what was it? Run, the crown prince of the vampire. There's three things that run down in you with absolute certainty.
Oh yeah.
One
That's
that's
what that's
written
giving.
much later than the other.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we've already started getting into some of the depth, but like we've got some prompting questions, so we can just go off them. So what do we think about the characters? Peeps.
Oh, okay. Well, the main character's annoying as
Plain.
fuck.
Boring. So boring.
And I had to say it, but yeah, Edward's boring too.
They're both so uninteresting.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't care about anything they had to say.
yeah.
The only
Yeah.
one I liked was Alice.
And she really got like this much
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
a scene too.
She actually has the most important role in the book because she can see the future. And
Yep.
she got absolutely just...
When I was reading it, I was very confused at times because the writing seemed quite childish.
Yes,
In
it
certain
did.
parts, like it was like kind of childish, but then the next chapter it would be like
A bit
written from
better.
a more mature kind of way. But half the stuff that she was saying, I was just like, wow, you're just an emo teenager.
Yeah.
That's all you are.
It honestly read like a Wattpad story a little bit for a while.
It did. But it's YA. I have to keep remembering that.
Yeah, but like I've read YA that's not written like that.
It's YA from like 2000 and whatever.
Yeah.
five.
Yeah, but then
But the author was not a YA.
Yeah.
She was like a full-grown
that's
woman
true.
with kids.
one of the things she says about Edward is he was so mean, it wasn't fair.
Oh, God.
I mean, YA.
Wait, why did I
okay.
give this 4 stars?
No, stay strong in your decision.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
No, it's
You know what it is? I think the ending was good, and I rate it
Yeah.
at the end of the book.
The
The
end was-
start, anything from the
yeah.
start, I thought was actually shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Pretty much. I think, and I feel like I have to say this, but guys, poor Mike Newton. In the book, I didn't realize how many times they were like, he's like a golden retriever. They said it like 3 times. I was like, oh, I feel bad for you. But then I watched the movie. I'm like, you're so annoying.
He is annoying. I didn't understand. Like, that's the thing, right? They made Bella out to be that, like, all these guys were after her.
Yeah.
She's so boring. And, like, they didn't
Yeah.
even emphasize that how pretty she was in the book either. Like, I wasn't getting that vibe that she
I
was
don't
just,
think
like,
she's
like smoke show. Like,
meant to be though, right? Like I'm thinking from a
thought
teenager,
she
she was
was.
relatable because she's just like plain,
normal, yeah.
boring.
And it's
nothing
like, were these
interesting.
guys just after her because she's an outsider?
She's new.
Like,
Yeah,
that's boring.
Oh,
that's
I
kind
mean,
of what I
it is.
got.
I guess it is teenage boys chasing after like a new toy.
shiny toy.
Yeah, because
Maybe
the way
that's kind of how it was supposed to be read.
the way Bella in the book was like, oh, Jessica really like wanted to go to the dance with you, and Mike's like, oh, okay, bye.
Jessica
Yeah.
was a bitch in the
Yeah,
movies,
she's not a
though,
friend.
man.
But she, even in the books, I'm like, a friend is a very loose term for what she is. Yeah.
Well, I'm confused because in the movie, because a girl like Jessica, you'd think would be kind of like the Regina George of,
Yeah.
Like the
but she's
popular-
not.
yeah.
Yeah.
But in the movie, she doesn't give that vibe. Like, she's really,
Literally, this gang of friends feel like the misfits.
yeah,
Yeah.
It felt really strange.
Like how they fall in love so quickly
Yeah.
at the age of 17. Guys.
How old
No,
is Edward?
Edward's like 100, okay?
Oh, Edward he's like 104.
Yeah.
He's a 104-year-old teenager, but it goes like, I love you, I whispered. You are my life now, he answered simply.
And do you know,
Bullshit.
At 17.
well, I mean, he's 104.
But does that mean mentally he's still technically 17?
I don't
No,
think
but he's
so.
lived a lot. No, but I think that's even more bullshit. He's 104 years old.
So he's
he
older.
Thinks this
He should know
random
better.
Girl, yeah. I'm like, oh, suddenly your life changed. Sorry, did nothing happen to you in the past century?
I don't, because she's also like, it would cause me physical pain to be separated from him now.
The way that every time they'd go to class and it's like the end of the world that they're not in class together for
Yeah.
40 minutes.
Oh my God.
It's wild.
But I don't, like, in the movie, I know we're flopping between the movie and the book, but the movie, there's just, there was like negative chemistry between them.
Yeah.
There was absolutely none. They were not falling in love. They were just in a room. It was like forced proximity.
They also had like
That they wanna-
little to no interaction or conversation with each other
Yeah.
because they go from not talking where he's
yeah.
constipated by her smell. His face is
That was my
his
favorite
face
scene.
was,
His
That's
face
what I was
is
trying to
funny.
bring up before, like the scene where she walks into the classroom.
and he's going,
It's just so awkward. It's so awkward.
like it's so bad that it's that I guess that's why it's as iconic as it is because
It's
so
so bad.
memeable.
It's so
Oh, dude.
But
when
they have
he-
like little
yeah.
to no interaction in the movie, and then suddenly they're in love.
Yeah.
At least with the book,
Yeah.
you could see them
There's a little bit
forging
more.
Yeah,
something.
there was a lot
Yeah.
of like the questions. Was
Yeah.
it the questions where he's like, why do you ask so many
Yeah.
questions?
He
Yeah.
goes in the movies. He goes into the questions like the first time he talks to her.
Yeah.
I actually didn't get the questions that like the vibe that she was asking a lot of questions. I didn't get that at all, like that much at
No.
all in the movies. In the book, I remember it being a very distinct thing where there was
Yeah.
a lot of quotes about how she asked so many questions.
Yeah, because I think in the movie, 40 minutes in, they're like in love with each other, and there's still an hour and a half left of
I was
this.
going to say, tell me how the movie's 2 hours and we didn't see their love develop.
I don't know.
There was a lot of just blank, like no
Random
dialogue,
things.
just staring. There was a lot of staring and spider monkeying.
yeah.
Spider monkeying. I know. I feel like it's because they gave the Jameses. They gave
James
James's
plot.
coven a bigger plot in the movies to
Yeah.
like amp up some kind of thing, whereas in the books he literally just makes the appearance at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a weird one because this plot kind of diverts halfway through. Like at the start, the first half of the plot is just purely figuring out that vampires exist.
Yep.
And then the second half, the conflict just completely changes where there's this high stakes chase happening.
Yep.
And you're like, what? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's almost like I read 2 books in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like that.
The pacing's a bit weird. Also, the fact that like, you know, you would have heard like Team Jacob, Team Edward, like all through this craze. But Jacob actually doesn't really appear in the first book. He appears like 2 or 3 times.
Yep.
He's like barely mentioned.
Yep.
It's interesting.
I feel like Team Jacob is maybe from like the second book onwards
Yeah.
when he has a bigger
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
In the second book, they did it. It's literally like The Summer I Turned Pretty, where the first movie or book, you're like fully Team Edward. You're like,
Yeah.
it's clearly their end game. Like, why would we even consider Team Jacob? And then the second book
You
slash
introduce
movie,
something else.
you flip and you're like, oh my God, it has to be Jacob. Like,
Yeah.
they do the whole Jeremiah thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And because I also questioned that. I was like, how is this even a love triangle?
Yeah, it's not really.
watching it
He's
back.
just
But-
also a golden retriever.
And I'm going beyond the first book now, but later on, Jacob gets really like, I really hate him. He just does some things, and I'm like, why, bro? Just cop the L. She doesn't like you. Like,
Yeah.
But none of them do, you know? Mike Noonan kept trying.
But
All
it
of
just
them
became
do.
so uncomfortable.
But also in the movie with Jacob, so like you don't get much of him in the first book, but in the movie, right up from the beginning, you get Jacob just staring at her awkwardly and then walking into the car door. It's so awkward. I
He's
had
like
to stop.
obsessed. Yeah, he was a love at first sight kind of thing.
Yeah.
I remember that scene though because one of my notes was, is she just cringe as a character or is she awkward? Because
just
I
awkward.
couldn't tell if it was because the movie was cringy
No,
and
but
her
you know what?
acting was cringy, or if it was her character was supposed
I
to be
think it's a bit of
awkward.
both, but in the book, she's not that
She's
awkward.
not awkward.
She's
She's
just
just shy.
boring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's definitely her acting.
Yeah.
Because even outside of the personality moments, like there was a scene where she was supposed to react to some sad news and her face didn't even change.
Oh yeah.
Her eyes were wooden, her expression was wooden. All she said was, "What?" But her face didn't change. And I was like, this is ridiculous. Like how poor the acting was.
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
movie. And then the whole time when I'm watching it, I'm thinking, like, because we know in hindsight that Robert Pattinson hated this role. Like,
Yeah.
he really didn't want to be there. And that's all I'm thinking about. And so I think his acting was bad because that's all I can think
Yeah.
of.
Because he was
And
just
you
like,
can- you
fuck,
can-
I'm just here to get
yeah.
paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see it once you know. And it's just.
Yeah, he
like,
wasn't this bad in Harry Potter, guys.
Oh my
No,
God.
he was
Cedric.
so
And that was-
lovely in Harry Potter.
yeah, and that was
Cedric
before
Diggory.
Twilight,
It's my
right?
son.
Yeah. Fun fact, I remember when Twilight was being casted, Stephanie Meyer wrote this role with Henry Cavill in mind.
Oh.
But
Oh.
like a younger Henry Cavill, not a current Henry
But
Cavill.
I can't imagine Henry
But I
Cavill
think even Henry Cavill was too
buff.
old to play a 17-year-old vampire. But I
Henry-
remember the fan cast
Who would we cast as 17-year-old Edward?
now.
Not Henry
Yeah,
Cavill.
now.
Henry Cavill would be like your Emmett. That's the vibe
Yeah,
that I
Yeah.
get. Like
yeah, that's right. You know who would make a good Edward, actually? But this is kind of cheating because he's from the Vampire Diaries.
yeah, I was going to say Damon Salvatore.
No, not him. He's mine.
The one that plays
Paul Wesley.
Oh
Yeah, sorry, that's the one I meant.
Stefan.
Yeah, he
Okay.
would. That's
The brother.
kind of
Okay.
He would make
the
an
right
Edward.
character. Yeah. But who are your favorite characters, guys?
Yeah,
Carlisle.
I want to know. Oh, Carlisle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Carlisle, but I think I like Alice more actually. I was obsessed with her. I think she was the coolest one.
Although I think like it's movie Carlisle, not book Carlisle.
Oh, true.
Sorry.
Yeah, movie Carlisle is bringing sexy back.
Yeah.
Hot Doctor Daddy.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting because I know Charlie. Everyone really loves Charlie.
I love Charlie.
yeah.
Charlie's such a dilf.
When I was watching it last night and she was saying all those mean things to Charlie so she could like run away and hide, I was like, you come back here and you apologize to this man. He looks so sad. He's so upset that you're just
Do you
like,
know
I'm
what,
leaving this
though?
place.
Like, and I kind of get it because he's like a hardworking man, like just wants to look after his daughter and
Yeah.
stuff. But like, there are little things that I'm like, actually, I couldn't live with Charlie either. Like, he doesn't cook.
yeah.
Like, he doesn't book in time to hang out with her.
Yeah.
Like, he's just there. He's not doing much besides.
No.
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah.
trying, and I think it kind of watching it mimics the relationship that I feel like a lot of dads have with their daughters, where it's like, oh, I bought you this thing, it's pink. I don't know if you still like pink, but
Yeah,
you like
it's the
pink.
little
I remember
things,
us
yeah.
Also, he's not used to having to take care of someone. He's
No.
been
Yeah.
living by himself for like.
ages.
Yeah, but like cooking for your daughter is the least you can do. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is
Yeah.
a bare minimum.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I was married to someone like Charlie, I'd probably have left as well.
I think in the books he does know how to cook, but in the movies they're just always at the diner.
Oh my god!
But-
I'm thinking of the tomato sauce scene,
Yeah.
and there's nothing coming out.
She put it back. Nothing
just,
happened.
I was laughing so much through this movie. Like, it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Oh, what are some scenes we couldn't get over?
For me, it's the biology room when she first walks in and he's like covering his nose. That to me will always be hilarious. Like, it's not just covering the nose, but it's like every awkward shot where he's like
Yeah.
like he's trying to be as far away from her as possible, and it's so cringe. And then she starts sniffing her armpit as if she stinks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is true. That's cringe to me.
when he confesses his love to her in like the forest
Yeah.
last night, and then he starts like jumping around
Yeah,
places.
it's
I
a
was
lot.
like, this is so fucking bad.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but even in the books, it's kind of awkward. He's like, I'm going to take you to this forest and then show you what a predator
Yeah.
is.
Oh, yes.
And it's just like sparkly skin.
Yes.
Yeah,
This is the skin of a killer, Bella.
The way that he used that as the defining moment to say, I'm dangerous.
Yeah.
This is
And
the
he's
skin
like,
of a
"Sparkle."
killer.
Yeah,
I'm
this
a
is-
monster.
I need-
This is what
I
a
need
monster
to comment
would
on
be.
this
Yeah.
because different books, the different authors, they choose, because vampires are made up, right? They choose specific characteristics and traits that makes their vampires different to other vampires.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yep.
just make shit up. The fact that she chose glittering skin in the sun
Yep.
as their reason for not walking in daylight.
Is
Oh,
interesting.
that just, if that doesn't summarize like what Twilight is, I don't know what to tell you.
yeah.
It's so shits and giggles.
But you know what? The older I've gotten, the more I'm like, ooh, sparkly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I would have
Aw.
been caught straight away.
Oh.
But like even the dialogue in that scene where it's like, I know what you
Yeah.
are, say it out loud.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so
How long have you
bad.
been
It's very
17? A
cringe.
while.
It was very
Yeah.
cringe.
That's my. I think that whole scene for
Oh,
the movie is my iconic.
The
scene.
dialogue, that reminds me, in the books, she keeps referencing Edward's voice as musical.
Yeah.
His
What's a musical voice?
And I don't know
don't
what
know.
that means.
She also says something about how she's always thrown off by the way he smells, like his breath or something. And
It smells nice.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's that it smells nice.
What does it smell like though? It's just
don't
like
know.
I was dazzled by
Pleasant.
his breath. He like breathed in my direction and I
Yeah.
was floored.
Yeah, I think there was literally a line in there where Edward's like, even my scent is like made to attract
Yeah.
you.
Oh.
Yeah. Guys, there's also like, I'm looking at my notes now, but like, so you know how Bella almost gets hit by a car and Edward saves her?
Yeah.
And then the way that Bella suddenly went from like, he saved me to like, oh, you should have just let me die.
Yeah.
So dramatic.
I think because in the books she thinks it over because he like disappears and he does all this stuff, but in the movie you just get it from her nearly being crushed by the van to her being like, you regret saving me.
Yeah, but it's just the way her brain thought of like, oh, you know, it's not just that like he doesn't like me. It's that, oh, I should have died. Like that's really extreme.
Yeah, she quite depressed as
She
a
is-
person though, because she
Yeah.
in the book she says, I've always been very good at repressing unpleasant things.
Really? It's just,
She just an emo teenager.
She is an emo
She's
teenager.
like a depresso emo teenager.
Other thing I wrote, Bella is known to be really problematic when it comes to her balance.
Oh yeah, really
then in the
klutzy.
book-
I'm so klutzy.
It literally says in the book that she got that from her dad, not her mum. And I'm like, but your dad's a cop. He's like the chief police officer in
it does
town.
so much of that. I don't know. It was so unnecessary. Like it was a recurring motif. Like that she is clumsy and falls down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? That's
It-
she's so boring. Like there's nothing about her character that's what they fixate on.
God, guys, my notes are so good. Why does Bella only have one jacket? There's a scene
yeah.
where like she
Oh,
leaves her jacket
yeah.
in Jessica's car and she's
Yeah.
like, I have to go get it tomorrow. So she has no jacket.
She
I'm
just
like,
has the one rain jacket. That's it.
it wasn't
she
even, it
moves
was a jacket. It wasn't even a rain jacket.
Wasn't
like,
it a rain
girl,
jacket?
No, it was just a
It was
jacket.
just a jacket. So I'm like, as if you don't have more clothes.
Yeah.
No, because she's like she came from sunny Phoenix, guys. She's where there's
Yeah, but
so
what-
much sun.
Oh, I guess.
But
For a
like,
pale
Charlie,
ass
come on,
girl.
you can buy her another jacket.
Yeah.
Another thing that I think me and Lynn more so have to cry about is the fact that why is Carlisle Cullen explained as being in his 20s to mid 30s? But
Oh
also
yeah.
being
Dr. Colin is really young, in his 20s
Yeah.
or early 30s.
and very established as a doctor, and also has 5 adopted children
Yeah.
as well as a wife. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
And a full, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a crying millennial.
Okay, but you have to remember that he's not actually like 27 or whatever he is. But it is weird to look at him and be like, how is he that young?
But I also think it's like the way that he's described in the books makes him seem so old at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
And-
he's in his like not even sugar daddy phase. He's in his prime.
Yeah. Have we asked the big question?
Oh.
The one and only? Are we team Edward or Jacob?
I know where you guys are choosing, and that hurts me. So
Oh,
I
well,
don't
no,
want to talk now.
I hated both of them, but I have to pick Edward just because Jacob did some really questionable
Yeah,
things
he-
in the later movies.
Yeah. Even in the
Just-
books, he does a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah.
That I'm
Yeah.
like, as a teenager, I was like, wow, great, you're reckless.
No.
Now I'm
As
like,
an
that
adult,
was
you're
dumb.
like, that's
No,
yeah.
I don't know how good your memory is with the second and third movies, but when he basically forces, like he puts Bella in a position where he's like, I'll kill myself if you don't kiss me. Like it was bad.
That's so dramatic.
It's so bad.
I wonder if he did that in the books. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I know
but-
he was like,
I don't know.
let's jump off cliffs and like ride motorcycles
Oh yeah,
without
he-
a helmet.
yeah.
No, he was
like-
very manipulative. Like he knew Bella was going to marry, or like, well, when he found out, he went batshit crazy. But he really
threw
put
a
her in
big
positions
fit.
because he knew that she cared about him, but like didn't love him in that romantic way. So he kind of used that against her and guilt tripped her into
Yeah.
kissing him and like spending time with him.
I don't remember.
In
it.
saying that, in New Moon, because she's in that like depressive kind of state,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
she
Good.
realizes that as she's able to do like reckless things, she can see Edward telling her off.
Yep.
And she kind of gets Jacob to do that with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like it
She's
went
using
both
him.
ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But I don't
Yeah.
think she ever put him in a position where it was like, I'll kill myself if you don't.
No, she never
If
did
you
that.
don't do that. Like it
Yeah.
was so upfront. Like, and I remember watching it and I was so uncomfortable. I was like, was he like in my mind? I was like, was like this? Did this happen before? Like,
I don't know. Now I wonder if he's like that in the books.
Maybe.
Because I was always team Jacob, but then reading it as an adult a few years ago, I remember being like, that's some pretty dumb shit you're doing.
No, I think he's too his
not right
emotions
for
aren't
her.
mature.
No.
He's
And
too
like he's being
reckless.
very manipulative
Yeah.
Yeah.
to get what he wants.
I mean, even reading Twilight as an adult, each time they say "I love you," I'm like, you haven't. You're 17.
Do you really?
You're so young.
Yeah.
Like, why are you so obsessed over this one guy? Why are you throwing away your life? Why are you like, I'm ready to die. I'm ready to become a
Yeah.
vampire.
Yep.
Fuck everybody else
Yeah.
in my life. My mum, my dad.
And I think Bella's stupid because everyone is telling her, don't do it. Don't turn into a vampire. And she's like, no,
I need to
must."
be with him.
But this is the interesting thing too, right? Because like she's 17, so in a sense I can be like, okay, well she's just dumb.
Yeah.
But Edward's meant to be like 107. He's acting the same as her. I don't feel like his character was complex enough for someone who's meant to be 105.
No,
No.
it
Whatever
was
it
not.
is.
It's like he lived a century but didn't actually live a century.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
weird.
The most like we got in terms of showing his age was him knowing all the answers and like memorizing Shakespeare or whatever. That was it. We didn't actually get any like wisdom.
I mean, technically, he's got that whole like mind reader ability.
Oh.
So if he was getting asked a question in class, they're just thinking the answer and he could just say,
Actually, you know what?
he's
That
cheating
reminds
his way
me.
through life.
That's his way. Like that's one of the reasons why he was so intrigued by Bella, that he couldn't read her mind.
Yeah.
Does that get
Do we
like-
ever know why?
Yeah, I was about to ask that. Is that like ever explained
Oh,
more?
look at all my Twilightness coming out. But yeah, no. You know how like in their human lives, like strong traits get brought into the vampire life? Hers was that like she had like her mind was strong or some shit. So basically when she became a vampire, she could like
I remember
protect
she
her
became a
brain, but
shield.
protect everyone's brain and like pull her mind thing
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But
I
But
will say that
why?
is one interesting thing about the vampires in this world is that they had their unique abilities.
I thought all of them did. So when I was reading back, I was like, oh yeah, only some of them do.
Yeah. I think it's only if they're like in their human life they were feeling
Yeah.
that strongly, I guess.
And then the way when Edwin was describing it, he's like, yeah, Carlisle brought his compassion.
Oh yeah, that was,
There were a few really weird
The
throwaway
fuck?
words, and I was like, oh, okay.
that's not a power.
Yeah.
Like Alice can read minds. Oh no, not read minds. Sorry, she can read the future.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
much more interesting.
Jasper can manipulate emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
Emmett's strong.
Yeah. It's strong.
Because they're not all strong.
Wait, what was did Rosalie not have a power?
Rosalie was just a bitch.
Real.
That's the power she brought over.
Yeah.
And Esme was
Caring. It was
Yeah.
like comforting or something.
That's not a power.
No, that's why I was like,
Like you pick and like you pick one or the other. You either have these like strong human traits like empathy, compassion,
Yeah.
care, or you go the full like superpower way
Yeah.
of reading minds,
Yeah.
reading the future, super
Yeah.
strength. Like you
Yeah.
pick one or not. Like, to have both feels a bit like Carlisle got snubbed. Give him a real power.
Yeah.
it's true.
I guess Carlisle's power was his ability to stay away from human blood. Like he, out of all of them, because he always started off as a vegetarian. So I think for Carlisle, his power, I guess, would have been,
Resisting.
his resistance to
Yeah.
blood.
Like right at the end, you've got the scene where Bella's in the hospital and Edward like leans in to kiss her, and basically as he's leaning in, her heart like monitor goes crazy.
yeah.
But then when he kisses her, her heart stops.
Because she stops breathing.
That's not how
She stops breathing the whole time.
That's not how hearts work.
Breathing
guys.
and the hearts are different.
Her heart doesn't just stop.
Yeah.
Because she's overexcited.
Yeah.
When I read that, it really took me out of the scene.
You're like, is
Oh
that?
my god, this book.
And then it's not like just a fluke. He like leans out and then does it again, and it happens again.
Yo.
Oh God, I think we should write a romance novel.
How funny would that be if we did all our
Oh,
ideas? Like,
God.
I'm like, dude, that was me in the Sentient Smut episode where I was like, I could write this better. Like, I will fix these plot holes.
Hannah's coming.
Oh, wait, I want to talk about the soundtrack.
Oh, yes, you did want to talk about that.
Yeah, the Twilight soundtrack as a teenager. The Twilight soundtrack as a teenager, I think, like, had me in such a chokehold.
Really?
Yeah. I played that theme. I downloaded that theme.
Really?
Yeah.
Even like Claire de Lune, like the Bussy.
Yeah,
Wow.
not the Claire de Lune, the I think the fan cast for the music
There was a fan
Yuruma.
cast. Yeah.
River Flows in You, and
That's
that got
right.
me really into listening to him. I played that song to get me to sleep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I was like supermassive black hole.
So
Yeah.
I got into Muse, I got into Paramore, I got into like
Yeah.
Christina Perri from this soundtrack because I loved it so
edgy.
much.
Edgy.
Like it's so edgy. Like all those names. I'm like, wow.
And like that was my youth.
Yeah.
That was time. Yeah, I definitely had it playing too, but I didn't like all the songs on there.
Oh. No, I think I'm still a very big fan of like Supermassive Black
Yeah,
Hole.
that's a
Yeah, that's a
Decode,
song.
Paramore. Decode is still,
Yeah.
I love that.
Lynn really wants to talk about Carlisle in the
Carlisle's
movie.
got her flustered.
Yeah. I watched it last night and when he came on scene, I was like, oh, Carla.
Yeah.
As an adult, I'm like, yeah. As a teenager, I was just all about Edward.
Yeah.
But I know the scene in New Moon when he like patches her up
Yeah.
after she bleeds and
There's
that
more chemistry in that scene than there is in the entire series. This is supposed to be a love triangle. Carlisle's not even in the triangle, but
No.
that was
and he's
sizzling.
winning.
I mean, boyfriend's dad is a good trope.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Someone should
I
write
bet
that.
there's a lot of fan fiction with Bella and Carlisle.
Probably.
Surely, yeah,
Probably.
there has to be.
What would their
Yeah.
shit name be?
I mean,
Keller, Barlisle,
no,
Keller.
this is not a Renesmee thing, guys.
Belial.
I think he should have had a bigger part in the movies.
I agree. I think it should
Yeah.
have just been his face on screen. Or
Yeah.
replace Jacob with Carlisle. Sorry.
Yeah. Like that.
but Taylor Lautner's so attractive.
He was.
was.
You're so right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
he was.
keep him in there. Just don't let him speak.
Yeah.
Just keep him walking around in the background.
Topless.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's the background.
Because
actor.
as much as I dislike Jacob, every time he was on screen and he was shirtless, I was kicking my feet.
You were distracted.
But I was like, damn, I don't remember him being that fun.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I wanted to talk about. Was just Carlisle and that scene in New Moon because it's really attractive. Also that reel where someone's compiled each time Carlisle comes on scene and sexy backplay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Carlisle is bringing sexy back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when it was first released, he was underappreciated as a character. But now
Yeah.
looking at it as a 30-year-old adult.
Does Carlisle have a shirt at JJ's? Or is he left out still?
No, I'm
think
sure
he's
he
up.
has one now.
Maybe.
It's
I feel
such a
like he
meme.
would.
Let's talk about Midnight Sun.
Yeah, so Midnight Sun, I think Stephanie wrote that like after the series was completed sometime, just kind of like to make money, obviously. But yeah, it's from Edward's point of view of Twilight. And so that's actually what I read during COVID that made me reread the whole series.
So
I
it's
can't
about the
remember if
first
it's
book.
better written or not.
I
though.
remember when she first she released like an excerpt of it when her books were still really
Yeah,
popular
that's
because
right.
I remember now going
Yes.
online and trying to find these chapters
And it
of
did really
Edward's
well.
POV. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is actually a lot more interesting.
Yeah,
He has a lot
it
more
is.
personality in Midnight Sun.
I see.
Yeah, that's what I remember too. And it's like the scenes that seem kind of boring, like you get all the like his side from it.
It's a lot better.
more.
Except the part where he watches her sleep.
Oh yeah. Well,
Sorry.
The way
I just
Bella thinks
remembered
this
that.
is normal is also really weird.
yeah, she didn't. She barely had a reaction.
Like, oh, you watched me? Cute.
Yeah.
Let's make out now.
Very
That's what
strange.
happens in the movie. She's like, oh, you watch me sleep? How long have you been watching me? A couple months? Okay, let's make out.
So weird.
You know
And that's
I
what
will say?
happens.
One thing I do love whenever there is vampires in a world is the rule that they can't enter a house until you've
Invited them in.
The fact that Twilight doesn't have that pisses me off.
I've
Yeah.
read so many books where they don't have that.
Really?
So I forget that's a rule.
I think
yeah.
it's more maybe in TV shows and
Yeah. It's more like an old school rule.
but I just like that for me it sticks like and I every time I read it like it's
good
predictable but I feel like it's so important like that they have some sort of something that disables them from being OP.
Yeah.
Because the fact that they can just break into your house and kill you while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too OP. They need a setback, and I feel like not being able to enter is a good form of protection against vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was pissed off at that.
Fair.
All right. Any last comments?
No.
This is your final chance to yap.
No.
Nah, we still got a whole games episode.
Yeah. There's more things we can talk
It's all
about.
coming.
Well, guys, if you want to hear more episodes like this, make sure you leave a like or comment below and let us know. Also, please share this episode with anyone who you think might enjoy it. And if you liked this and want to stay up to date on content, make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, YouTube at Love at First Plot. Until the next episode, we'll see you in the romance section.
Bye.
Bye.